Hello and welcome to Valley View News. I'm Alan Leyva.
And I'm Luka Chkhaidze.
President Trump addressed the nation late Tuesday night, delivering the longest State of Union speech, just under 2 hours.
The golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
With those words, President Trump ended his State of the Union. 70 Democrats skipped on the speech. Trump spotlighted several topics, including military budget, consumer prices, tariffs, and immigration, in some specific parts drawing applause and at the same time verbal exchanges with Democrat leaders.
Violence and retaliation continue across Mexico following the killing of Jalisco New Generation cartel leader El Mencho. The killing comes as President Claudia Sheinbaum continues to crack down on drug cartels in an attempt to appease the Trump administration. 25 Mexican National Guard troops have died so far in attacks on airports, gas stations, and makeshift roadblocks. The United States has put in place additional safety warnings and travel restrictions.
Peace and security are a top priority, according to government officials in Mexico. Authorities are urging American tourists stranded in the country to shelter in place following the death of the drug leader. Some tourists are now sharing what the experience has been like.
We feel very safe. The Mexicans have really supported us and helped us.
Many of the tourists are still looking for a way back home.
The president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, gave a speech regarding the recent killing of drug cartel leader El Mencho. She confirmed to the public that the attack was coordinated between governments of all the states. She also acknowledged a lot of reactions that happened, such as blockades, robberies, fires, etc. But she emphasized on a very important point.
And the most important thing right now is to guarantee peace and security for the entire population of all of Mexico. And that is what is being done. Today, there's already more calm, and there is a government.
President Sheinbaum says there is still much work ahead, but insists Mexico is moving in the right direction.
Nick Reiner pleaded not guilty in Los Angeles for the killing of his parents, Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner. The 32-year-old was charged with 2 counts of murder in the first degree in the fatal stabbings at the couple's home in LA's Brentwood neighborhood last December. If convicted, Reiner can face the death penalty or be sentenced to life in prison without parole.
The East Coast hunkers down as major blizzard warnings are set to stretch from Maryland to Maine. The National Weather Service says 1 to 2 feet, 30 to 60 centimeters of snow may fall in many areas, along with low visibility. Officials in several states urged people to avoid venturing out. The Weather Service said the storm's strong wind gusts could cause whiteout conditions and warned of a potentially historic destructive storm.
Over thousands of flights have been canceled due to the winter storm hitting the Northeast. Many schools are being closed and hundreds of thousands of people are without power. According to the National Weather Service, parts of New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island are expecting 25 inches of snow. Mayor Mamdani said there will be no in-person or even online classes for schools affected by the storm.
Community members in the town of Truckee are mourning the loss of 9 skiers who were killed by an avalanche last week in California. The mayor and the vice mayor of the town were in attendance and gave their condolences to the people's families. The 9 bodies were recovered by rescue crews last week. According to the county sheriff, Lieutenant Dennis Hack said one of the bodies were hard to recover due to the weather conditions.
The investigation for Nancy Guthrie is now expanding as investigators continue to proceed with the ongoing case. Today's morning show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie published on the social media platform Instagram Tuesday morning. She announced that her family is now offering a hefty reward of $1 million for the recovery of the 84-year-old who disappeared over 3 weeks ago. The Pima County authorities have not identified any possible suspect in the case.
More resignations are underway as the Epstein files continue to release names of people who attended the island or were associated with Epstein. Former U.S. Senator Bob Kerrey has resigned from his position on the board of directors of a clean energy startup in Nebraska. Kerrey, who was the governor of Nebraska in the 1980s, joins a growing list of business leaders who have decided to step down to avoid damaging their company's futures.
The Supreme Court is agreeing to take on a lawsuit to hold oil companies liable for the effects of climate change. Colorado City is suing oil companies for climate-controlled damage. ExxonMobil and Suncor have faced lawsuits regarding monetary damages from climate change and consumer fraud claims in the past. The court decision could have implications for numerous other lawsuits that have been filed by state and local governments. Making sure Black History Month is celebrated all month long, we have our very own Marcus Nocerino attending the Black Scholars Matter event.
Yes, thank you guys. Black History Month continues as I'm here at Cal State Northridge's USU Grand Salon, where the Black Scholars Matters radiates Black experience and also celebrates the talented Black scholars. The performances that were representing the culture at the event were poetry and spoken word, vocal and music performances, and to top it off, a fashion show.
See this level of talent with the students, every week, every day, every week. But it really just gives me a lot of joy that we can bring together a coalition, a collaboration.
Watching different models in the fashion show had a chance for students to learn all about the African American history.
It was nice to get all the models together and kind of, distribute all the decades and see which one fits whose vibe the most. And, I was honored to do the 80s, and I thought that fit my vibe the most.
With a light lunch being served, guests can watch the panel discussion and do a Q&A session on how African American students were able to get some scholarships.
I would say it's pretty important because it gives us a chance to not only show the things we achieved in the past, but also give an idea of what we plan to achieve in the future.
It's a month for our ancestors, for us, our color to shine.
With an afternoon event, guests got to support and learn from the Black scholars no matter what race or gender they are. The Black Scholars Program has a lot of resources for students to sign up to further their education and their future career endeavors. Reporting from the USU Grand Salon, I'm Marcus Nocerino for Valley View News. Back to you guys.
Coming up after the break, a look at your forecast, the latest in sports, and what's happening in entertainment. Stay with us.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Welcome back. CSUN officially kicked off the spring semester with a ceremony centered on inclusiveness and starting the term with strong energy. Valley View's Aaron Hernandez has the story.
CSUN's University Student Union held Bienvenida, a welcome event showcasing Hispanic and Latino-centric clubs on campus.
We begin our spring semester or fall semester with a Bienvenida or Welcome Black or Native American Welcome or even Island Pacific Islander Asian students to come and pretty much celebrate the culture here in the community.
Bienvenida translates to welcome in English, and a welcome it was. Students who attended were greeted with foods and activities from different Latino cultures, including salsa and bachata dancing lessons. Jesus Aguilar led those lessons. He's a part of Salsa Libre, a dance group within the Associated Student Sports Clubs.
Our club has always been beginner friendly. It has been established since 2007. So roughly next year, we're going to be culminating our 20-year anniversary. There's no experience required. We specialize in making sure that everybody learns the essential basic techniques of salsa bachata.
Some students who attended the event said that this is more than just a welcome. It's a bridge between borders and cultures.
I think right now, at a time where everything is really uncertain, there's a lot of fear in our community, this event is helping bring us together in a sense. I mean, this still provides a really good opportunity for students to network.
I feel like a lot of students who are from different backgrounds or different ethnicity feel like they have to be part of a certain group, but at the end of the day, we really just want to welcome anyone and make sure that everyone is okay to be who they are, no matter what background you come from.
Jeronimo Goitia says that events like these happen at the very beginning of every semester, and she hopes that platforming cultural clubs will help students become more involved throughout the semester. Reporting from the Northridge Center, I'm Aaron Hernandez, Valley View News.
Well, thank you, Aaron. Well, Alan, it's starting to get very hot this week after just the rainy and cold weather last week.
Yeah, the sun peeking through today was a great sign. The weather feels great. What do you think?
Well, spring is finally here, but we'll have more with weather with Marcus.
Thank you, Alan and Luka. The sun is coming right back up, so get ready to wear some shorts instead of pants as we're preparing for the spring season. For the San Fernando Valley, this weekend, expect partly cloudy skies with highs averaging to the low 80s to the mid 70s. Expect Monday to be mostly cloudy, but that will only last a day before it's partly cloudy again. The downtown area has basically the same temperatures as the San Fernando Valley for the next couple of days. It will be partly cloudy with most sun peaking throughout the day. Highs will also be in the low 80s to mid 70s. The beaches will have mostly cloudy skies in the morning and sun having partly cloudy skies up until the evenings. Lows for the next couple of days will be from the low 70s. Fog will come all day on Saturday, but for the most of the time, it will be mostly cloudy skies. Now let's check the Inland Empire. The inland areas will have quite a bit of an overcast going into the end of the week, with most of the days next week being mostly cloudy. Highs will be in the upper 70s to low 80s. That's all I have for weather. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Marcus. Luka, there's a lot going on in sports. The gold medal game in hockey was great. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I mean, that game was so intense. Like, it was very exciting.
Yeah, glad to see the U.S. bring back the gold. We got MLS starting up, too. For more on that, let's check in with Daniel Parker.
Alan, Luka, thank you. The Seattle Seahawks are officially up for sale, and the price tag could be record-setting. ESPN reports that the team has begun a formal sale process with potential buyers likely coming from what's described as a league-approved secret list. Analysts estimate the franchise could sell for $7 to $8 billion. The sale is expected to take time, though some believe it could top $10 billion. Major League Soccer is kicking off its 2026 season with record-breaking crowds. The league says 387,271 fans attended opening weekend matches, the highest total in MLS history. Here in Los Angeles, 75,673 fans packed the Coliseum to watch LAFC beat Inter Miami 3-0. The match marked one of the largest standalone crowds in the league's history. The 2026 Winter Olympics have officially ended in Milano Cortina. The closing ceremony wrapped up in Verona, Italy, as Team USA flag bearers Hillary Knight and Evan Bates led the Americans into the arena. The United States finishes second in total medal standings with 33 total medals, including 12 gold. The Olympic flag is now headed off to the French Alps, host of the 2030 Winter Games. American skier Lindsey Vonn says a crash during the Winter Olympics nearly led to an amputation of her left leg. Vonn suffered a severe fracture in competition and developed compartment syndrome requiring emergency surgery in Italy. Doctors were able to relieve the pressure and save the limb. She also broke her ankle and says now she's beginning rehab. The U.S. men's hockey team captured the Olympic gold for the first time since the 1980 Miracle on Ice. The United States beat Canada 2-0 in an overtime thriller. Jack Hughes scored the game winner early in extra, ending a 46-year drought dramatically. Goalie Connor Haliabuck shined as well with 41 saves in the thrilling finale. American figure skater Elise Liu says rediscovering the joy of skating helped her win the Olympic gold at the 2026 Games. Liu, who delivered a near-perfect free skate to capture the women's title, told NBC that focusing on enjoyment and storytelling on the ice kept pressure off her and let her perform freely. Her mindset reminded her that there's no way to lose. And that's all I have for sports. Alan, Luka, back to you guys.
Thank you, Daniel. We start the entertainment segment with two sad stories.
Actor Erick Dane, best known for playing Dr. Mark Sloan on Grey's Anatomy, has died at 53. His family confirms he passed away surrounded by loved ones. Dane also appeared in films and several television series over a career spanning more than 2 decades. Tributes continue to pour in from former co-stars and fans remembering his work.
Robert Carradine, best known for his role as Lewis in Revenge of the Nerds, is dead at 71. His brother Keith Carradine confirms he died by suicide after a 2-decade battle with bipolar disorder. Carradine also appeared in The Long Riders and Disney's Lizzie McGuire. Former co-stars and fans are posting tributes on social media remembering his work.
In other news, the BAFTA Film Awards wrapped up in London, celebrating the year's top films and performances. One of the night's biggest winners was One Battle After Another. The film took home several major honors, including Best Film, and continued its strong award season run. The project has earned praise for its storytelling and performances as it builds momentum heading into the Oscars.
Puerto Rican-born star Bad Bunny is set for his first lead role in a major film. The artist will headline Puerto Rico, a drama inspired by real events that explores the homeland's culture and history. Directors and cast members say Bad Bunny brings authenticity and energy to the role. The project marks a major milestone in his growing career in both music and acting.
Pixar fans got a big surprise with the release of the first official trailer for Toy Story 5 last week. The preview shows the famous toys facing a new foe that looks like a child's tablet, and it features the return of Tom Hanks as Woody. The trailer draws strong interest, racking up more than 10.8 million views on YouTube. The film opens in theaters on June 19th. Coming up after the break, we take a closer look at environmental concerns, from plastic bottle waste to oil contamination. Our own Robert Saints sits down with Tae Hum Kim to discuss the challenges and what's being done to address the impact. Stay with us.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back. We have some more upbeat news for you.
The Galapagos island of Floriania are seeing a surprise return of giant tortoises for the first time in more than 180 years. Many conservationists are saying that this is a significant milestone that was part of an ecological restoration project on the island. Scientists say that part of the project was releasing 158 captive-bred juvenile tortoises onto the island for a breeding program.
The launch of Artemis 2 is being rescheduled by NASA to next week. The delay is due to an issue with the helium flow system. NASA is aware of the issue after a fueling test that affected the pressurized propellant tanks, causing purges in the engines. The rocket will be returned to the Kennedy Space Center for further investigation and repairs. NASA continues to prepare for a launch sometime in April.
A national cheer competition unites a deaf community. Iowa School of the Deaf hosted the National Deaf Cheer Competition for the first time. 12 teams spent months preparing their routines that showcased their creativity and dedication. Aside from the competition, the event was about community, especially in times of hardship.
Environmental concerns are growing in the East Coachella Valley, where climate change is impacting local communities.
Valley View News reporter Robert Saints sits down with the CSUN environmental justice professor to break it all down.
Hello, I am your host, Robert Saints. Today, we are joined by one of our very own CSUN environmental journalists, Professor Dr. Kim, as he provides us with insights regarding climate change in the East Coachella Valley. Dr. Kim, thank you for being with us and sharing this valuable information as we explore the complex topic of environmental issues. Thank you for being with us. Dr.
Hi,
Kim,
Robert.
how are you, sir?
Good, excellent. Yeah.
Thank you for being here with us. So I do have a couple of questions for you regarding the Coachella Valley. Why did you become interested in this complex issue?
Yeah, there are a lot of complex issues around that, and most people associate Coachella Valley as like fun place, right? Coachella, Blackpink, music festival, or you go there for like golf, or or just hotel resort or gamble, right? But actually, the people who live there for their entire life have a very different experience. If you go a little further, but 20 minutes to east of the Palm Springs and Coachella, you see very different scenery, right? They're like desert, and they're bunch of date trees and endless agricultural field. And you will also see something called Salton Sea. And Salton Sea, if you never heard about it, it's like 300 square miles of water. It's what used to be one of the biggest lake in California, and now it's drying up rapidly and causing like dust problem, really smell problem, air quality problems, and many others. So there's so much to investigate and also let public know about it.
So regarding the residents of the valley, in terms of the most pressing issues in the valley, regarding age, socioeconomic status, things of that nature, how is that being affected by what's going on in the valley as of today?
Yeah, what's shocking, like really like eye-opening things going on is something called climate gap. And the climate gap, we know about climate change, global warming ever since elementary school. But what people often don't recognize is, this climate change affects those who are lower income, less educated, and mostly working class population more harshly and more dramatically. And they take the brunt of this climate change. And I think there's no other place, the better place to look at the climate gap issue in East Coachella Valley. Number one, they're extremely hot during the summer, like 120, sometimes 125. And imagine who would want to work under that kind of a temperature. Only those who are in the lower socioeconomic status, working class, and also the unlivable housing conditions. Many of them in trailer homes with no AC, or they have AC but they don't have electricity, reliable electricity because the deteriorating conditions. And then there's a Salton Sea, or the dust and air pollution from the dry lake. Yeah, so it's a lot to most people in LA or rest of the California know about it.
So residents in the Coachella Valley, as we speak, might be facing a great deal of health issues as we speak. Okay, can you elaborate in some of those issues they might face?
Oh yes. Overall, there are extremely high rates of asthma among children. Some of them have a genetic illness, but the most egregious one is the Oasis mobile home trailer park area. They have the water, undrinkably poisoned water for that the mobile home park. So they actually have to even vacate the entire Oasis mobile home because there are so many poison in the water.
Now, in terms of the future of the Coachella Valley, do you see it more going into the corporate side of things as opposed to human interests? What's your take on it?
I know what you mean. So corporate, you mean there's a lithium mining under the Salton Sea, which is like everybody like thirst have the Elon Musk wanted, every cell phone battery company, South Korea, they all want the lithium. Lithium is like new gold. and as soon as they know that Salton Sea, underneath the Salton Sea, there's a reservoir of the lithium, they're all like salivating. It's like, oh my God, how do we take piece of that, lithium, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but the community is, very cautious, even scared of this, corporate interest, because historically, whenever the corporate promise you're gonna, make your community, better. We're gonna, contribute to your economy, and just give us, what we want. It opens that never realized. So, for example, like solar, right, or wind. So they only had outside employees from far away. They just come in and then make money and they go out, and then nothing happens in the actual local community. So I can understand there's a very serious concern. Yeah.
So for those viewers at home who are interested in the environment, what were some of the things that we should do to try to assist as much as we can?
Well, there is always great journalists out there. I think the journalist job, especially who's, as we talked about, who can actually slice that complex science behind this really widespread problem, a journalist who knows how to understand the issue and translate this complex postmodern science problem into understandable bits and pieces is extremely valuable in this world.
Dr. Kim, I want to thank you for your time and being here with us today. I think this has been valuable information for ourselves and our viewers
Anytime.
today. Yeah. Thank you again for being here with us.
You're welcome, Robert.
Thank you so much. So again, I'm your host, Robert Saints, for Valley View News. Now back to you in the studio.
Well, thank you, Robert, for that great interview. A 6-year-old Girl Scout is going viral for a record-breaking cookie selling. In just her first season, Pim Neal sold more than 100,000 boxes of cookies. She even sold 20,000 in just one day. She successfully surpassed her goal of 10,000 cookies. The mayor of Pittsburgh, Corey O'Connor, welcomed Neal and her father into the mayor's office for a special ceremony. There, she took photos and was able to sell even more cookies in the office. The mayor declared last Friday Pim Neal Day in honor of her hard work and ambition. Neal's Girl Scout troop is based in the Baldwin-Whitehall area, which is just 20 minutes away from the city. Mayor O'Connor says you can tell she has a passion for selling cookies, and her story is a positive message for everyone. Her story has truly inspired others and promotes Pittsburgh in a positive light. Neal is working to achieve her goal of selling 180,000 cookies, which has only been achieved by one other Girl Scout.
That's all for us today on Valley View News. I'm Alan Leyva.
And I'm Luka Chkhaidze. For updates, follow our YouTube channel at Valley View News and our Instagram page at Valley View News CSUN. Thanks for watching.